So it's finally time that I got a wide angle lens for the Sony a6500, and it came in today, which is great because I wanted to film Colorado, Mexico, England, Budapest from a wider perspective, not quite like the 10 to 18 wide that I had on my Canon, but just wide enough where I can do this style of video. So here is the first entire vlog on the a6500. So it's June 12th. I'm moving out of this house soon, so I'm packing up. These three boxes right here are all clothes. This box is like stuff that has been on my walls and in my closet. So I'm moving out, slowly but surely. And I think I can't remember, but I think I just said that today is the first vlog that I'm using just this setup, but it's actually going to be tomorrow. I just wanted to film the intro tonight. So let's cue to the morning. It is now 8:10 a.m. I have a place to be at 8:20. I literally just woke up about 5 minutes ago. My plan was to wake up at 7:30 and make breakfast, but that's not going to happen. But I did get 10 hours of sleep, so I guess that's a little victory. This is the laundry dungeon. So down here is where I've been doing all of my laundry for the past year that I've lived here. And it's literally like a dungeon, but if you go back to my older videos, and I showed you once what that basement looked like where our laundry was, this one is way less sketchy because this house isn't haunted like the last house I lived in. Nevertheless, it's still kind of creepy. Fun fact, this is where I developed my rolls of film. So I have my film canister, then all the chemicals, and then a jug to do all this stuff. It works really well. All the laundry is folded. Now time to make the journey back upstairs, which is up there. So I'm not gonna lie, this week may be the busiest week of my life so far. Which doesn't make any sense because it's summertime, I'm not in school, I don't have any of that work to do, but there's so much to do with moving out. I'm getting married next week, so there's a lot to do with that. I'm packing, I'm getting prints sent off. That's what I'm doing right now, is I'm gonna go ship off my last prints before I leave, so I won't have to do that after today. But I've also had weights this morning. I've been to the training room twice. I have training in about an hour. I'm exhausted. Let's talk about diving really quick. And specifically about diving, let's talk about the front 4.5 tuck, or as divers know it, the 109C. The 109C, or the front 4.5 tuck, is kind of a mental dive for me. Back in 2015, I was in Merida, Mexico, just in a training session, and I was doing the front 4.5 tuck off 10 meter. I got lost, smacked flat on my back, and one of the German divers actually had to jump in the pool and kind of fish me out of the pool because I smacked so hard that my arms and legs went numb and I couldn't push out of the water. Ever since that moment, front 4.5 has been a very mental dive for me. Until recently. All throughout the end of 2015 and the entirety of 2016, I was terrified of front 4.5. Every time I did it, I was nervous that I was gonna mess up again. Now, out of the hundreds and hundreds of times I had done it up to that point, I'd only messed up once, but that one time was enough for me to freak out. And so after the Olympics, I took a little bit of a break from like 10 meter and all my hard dives, but when I started getting back into diving, I started doing 3 meter pretty heavily, and on 3 meter I added in the front 4.5 into my dive list because that is a dive I need to be competitive internationally. The first time I did the front 4.5 on 3 meter after the Olympics, I was really nervous that I was again gonna mess up like I did back in Mexico, which was a year and a half later at this point. But after doing it so many times now, it's become one of my, not my favorite dive, but a dive that I'm not scared of and I'm kind of comfortable with at this point. And that comfortability kind of came to an end today when I did front 4.5 on 10 meter for the first time in 10 months. The last time I did it on 10 meter was in Rio at the Olympics, and today was the first time I did it, and this is what it looked like. So after that first one, I kind of realized that it felt exactly like it's been feeling on 3 meter, and that's a good thing because on 3 meter it's been feeling good and I've been very comfortable with doing that dive. I haven't been scared of it. So I did it 2 more times, and both of those times were pretty solid, but it wasn't how the dives turned out that I was excited about. It was how I felt before I did the dives. I wasn't scared, I wasn't nervous, I was excited, and it felt normal, it felt natural. Which for me, feeling normal and natural on a front 4.5 is kind of a big deal to me because I did have that mess up, and I messed up once before on 3 meter as well, but it's kind of just going to show that you kind of overcome those fears as time progresses, and sometimes it takes a long time. In my case, it took almost, it's been 2 years since that bad smack, but now I'm feeling pretty confident and comfortable with it. You guys are always asking me to talk about diving more and show more diving stuff, and I love doing that, so this is kind of me getting my feet wet into talking about diving, and that was just something that came to my mind today as I was doing that front 4.5 for the first time in 10 months. So all those younger divers out there who have smacked on a dive or have hit the board or have been scared to do something, don't be discouraged, because even at the Olympics I was scared of the front 4.5 tuck. But now, after the Olympics and like taking 10 months away from it, I'm feeling pretty confident about it. But there is that hurdle that you always have to get over. So don't be discouraged. There's going to be things in the sport that are absolutely terrifying at times, but just know it's not the end of the world and things are going to be okay, and you're going to feel great once you finally do what you've been scared to do or nervous to do. Who knows, what you're most nervous to do might end up being your favorite thing.
Oh yeah. I'm just, because I don't want to like get in too much of like a routine. Just because then I'll get like used to the normal ones.
So just like the video started, it's ending with me going to sleep. Thanks for watching. It was kind of a test run for me to do a normal vlog, but also talk about diving or show diving, but not in like a montage way, more of an informative documentation style. So if you like that, let me know please, because I'm still trying to figure out what I want to do with these videos. Also, I'm going to stop using my hands so much. As I was editing, I was driving myself crazy with how much of this I do. I'll try to get better at that. But seriously, let me know down in the comments if this was good, if it was informative, if it was entertaining, if it was any of those things. As I dive deeper into filmmaking, I have a deeper love and a deeper passion for documentary style videos, documentation, and just having recorded history, not in the sense of history books, but personal history, whether it's my own personal history that I can look back on in the future, or if it's someone else's history that I'm filming. That's something I love, and I love doing it in a cinematic way, but also in an informative way. All that being said, I'm sleeping.